Recording in progress.
Yeah, I'm going to record that. Okay, so now we have this formula. M equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, find the formula. Once we find it, we basically find out the slope for this equation here, and then we find the b. So, for example, if we have 2 points, -1, 3, and 5, 7. Okay, so now we know the slope is 7 minus 3 over 5 minus -1. 7 minus 3 is 4, 5 minus -1, negative positive, so 6. So it's 2/3. Okay, so now we know is y equals to 2/3 x plus b. Now we're going to plug in either this point or that point to find b. Okay, so it really doesn't matter which one you go. So I normally go with some simpler ones like -1, 3. It's smaller than 5, 7. So if I use that, then y will be 3. This is a 2/3, and x is -1 plus b. So what we got here is -2/3 plus b. So therefore, to find the b, we just add 2/3 on both sides. That means b is equal to 3 plus 2/3, which is 3. We can write as 9 over 3, and then plus 2. So that gives us 11 over 3. So therefore, our function will be y equals to 2/3 x plus 11 over 3. Good? Okay, perfect. Now I give you example just to practice. Okay. So let's do it here. 2, 3, and 4, 7. So you just have to figure out what is our M and what is our B. Okay. So basically, those two are points on a line, and y equal to mx plus b. This is the equation for the line. Good. So basically, we're trying to find the equation of the line. Once you figure it out, just write on the chat. Okay. Yeah. If you need help, just raise your hand. Okay. Well, first of all, we find the m. Our m is 7 minus 3 over 4 minus 2. And that gave us 4 over 2. That's 2. Okay, find that. So therefore, our equation is y equals to 2x plus b. And now we just need to plug in one of the numbers. Either plug this number or plug this number. Now the reason for that is because this is an equation for the line, which contain those 2 points. So therefore, when you plug in those 2 points, the equation should be true. So therefore, we're going to, if we're going to use this point, I'm going to show you both, okay? And you'll see that it doesn't matter which one. If we use the first one, then what we got here is y is 3, because this is our y coordinate. This is x coordinate. So 3 equals to 2. Now our x is 2 for this point, and plus b. So therefore we got 3 equal to 4 plus b. Then we minus 4 on both sides. So b then will be equal to negative 1. So that's how I find it. If we plug in this point, what we got here is 7 equals 2 times 2 plus b. Well, this, oh, sorry, this is 4, not 2, because x is 4. So what we got here is 7 equals to a plus b. Then b will be 7 minus 8, also equal to negative 1. So either way, we find b that way. So the equation we got here will be y equal to 2x minus 1. So that will be the equation for the line that contains those 2 points. Good? Okay, all right. So now today we're going to learn a different form of the equation. So we had this form of equations, and now we're going to do another form. Another form actually is, I'm going to show you an example to exactly what we did early on. So 2/3 and 4/7. Okay, so if we find the point here, that's 2/3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 is here. And another one is 1 is 4 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. Okay, that's the line we have. Okay, yeah, so now if that's the case, this is 2/3 and this is 4/7. Now, since we are going to write the equation for the line, so any points here are on this line. So therefore, let's call one of the point here, any just kind of arbitrary point, we call that x over y. And now you can see, because those 3 points are on the same line, so they should have the same slope. So therefore, if we just look at this point and that point, then we got y minus 3 and over x minus 2 should have the same slope between these 2 points because they are on the same line again, which is 7 minus 3 over 4 minus 2. That gives us 4 over 2, give us 2. So therefore, what we got here times x minus 2 on both sides, we got y minus 3 equal to 2 x minus 2. Now, this form is called point slope. The reason for that is we have a slope and we have a point, which is 2, 3. Remember, we actually picked this point. So this is the form called point slope form. Okay. Which have the slope and the point. And we can have a general form for that based on this is the example here. The general form is that that's any points. We've got 2 points, x, y, 1, y, and x2, y2. then our slope, we know that is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so we just pick one point. If we pick this point, then we got to have y minus y1 equal to m, which is times x minus x1. And you can see that the reason for that is y minus y1 over x minus x1 has to be m, because this this point xy is on the same line which those 2 points are on. So that's why we can have this. So this is kind of the general form for this point slope form. Good. Okay. So now let's look at couple examples. Okay. Show you. Now, the first example is that we know actually the slope is 2, and we know a point, and 3, 4. Now, if that's the case, our point slope then is y minus 4, because this is y coordinate, equals to 2, and x minus 3. Pretty straightforward. And so that's what we got. Okay. And this is our first example. And second example is that we know 2 points, 1, 2, and 3, 6. We're going to write this form. And so, of course, we need to find slope, which is 6 minus 2, 3 minus 1, and this is 4, this 2 is 2. So, therefore, we can either pick this point or pick that point. If we pick this point, we got y minus 2 equals to 2, x minus 1. Or we can write as y minus 6 equals 2 and x minus 3. Okay, so now you can see we have actually 2 equations. And even though it looks different, but actually they are the same. The same, because we're talking about the same line. So they actually is the same, the just different way of form of the same equation. So one thing we actually can find out is, or prove that they are the same, is to convert this to slope-intercept form. And you can see that on this side, if we change this one, y minus 2, then this is 2 times x, 2x minus 2. Then we add 2 on both sides. Then we got y equals 2x. Okay, that's our slope-intercept form. And we can also do this one, y minus 6 equal to 2x minus 6, and add 6 on both sides, and y equal to 2x. And you can see that when we change that into slope-intercept form, they're actually the same equation. So even though the way to write it is a little bit is different, but in effect, they are actually the same. So if you put using this to find points, if you graph this one, use that, or use that, you'll find they're actually the same line. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. So now if we have the point slope form, how do we graph it? Okay. And in the past, if it's y equals mx plus b, we actually, one way to graphing it is to find, let's say, y equals to 2x plus 3. And one of the way to graph it is, so basically we just need 2 points. So one way to do that is find the y-intercept point. So when x equal to 0, y is 3. So that's our y-intercept is here. And then based on the slope, we'll find the second point. So this is a 2 to 1, this is a 2. So we go wrong is 1 and go up by 2. And then we got second point. So once that second point, we connect. So that's how we graph it. And we have the slope intercept form. But its point slope form, we got y minus 4, for example, equals 2x minus 3. Now we know the point we have is 3 comma 4. So now we're going to just graph based on this point and use the slope. So 3 and 4, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 will be here. That's our first point. Same thing on this one. This rise over 1. So our rise is going up by 1, go up by 2. And then we'll be able to graph it. Good? Yeah. Okay. Now, uh, in a way that the point slope form is pretty general, and the slope intercept is more specific because you can see here, this actually, if you rewrite it in terms the uh, slope point slope form is actually y minus 3 equal to 2x, right? So the point we have is actually 0 comma 3. So you can see that this is actually a special kind of point slope form. Okay. I'll let you try a couple to practice on. One is we have a line which have slope equal to 3 and point is 2 comma 5. So we're going to find the point slope form of the equation. So we're going to write the equation of this line, which the slope is 3 and has go through is 0.2 and comma 5. Good? Yeah. So, yeah, just give a try on this one. Well, this actually, if we want to write point slope form, actually, it's pretty straightforward. And so basically, this point, we know our form is y minus y1 equals to the slope times x minus x1. So that's the point, x1 and y1. So therefore, we can write this as y minus 5 equals 2 and x minus 3. And that's the point slope form. Good? Okay. If we try another one, so this time m equals 2, and the point is 1 and 7. Okay? Uh, our slope is 2, and look at this form. Okay? This is the form here. So our point is 1 and 7. So therefore is y minus 7 equals the slope, which is 2, times x minus 1. And you can see that when x equal to 1, then y has to equal to 7. Good. That's why this point is on this line here. Okay. I'll let you try a couple more. Okay. Yeah. Uh, it takes some time to get uh, to understand this. So yeah, we just take as long as we need. Okay. So now M is 6. We got the point, 2 and 5. So what would be the point slope form? Yeah. And remember, our form is y minus y1 equals to n x minus x. Very good. Good job. Good job. Okay. Let's say n equals -3. Then the point is 2 and 9. Very good. Yep. It is y minus 9 equals to -3 x minus 2. Perfect. Okay. Now try m is -2/3, and we have a point -5 and 3. Not sure which one is which. Okay, this is first is the for the coordinate. This is the y coordinate. Okay, so it's actually y minus 3 equal to -2/3. That's very good. Then x minus -5. Well, if x minus -5, that gives us -2/3, then x plus 5. Good? Okay, perfect. Let's just do um, a couple more on this one. So this is 1/5. And now we got -4 and -3. Okay, very good. So we just write because y minus -3 will be y plus 3. So it's become y plus 3 and equals to 1/5, then x plus 4. Good? Yeah. Very good. Okay. Uh, let's do, okay, what do we have? The slope is -2 and the point is -1 and 4. Very good. Okay. So now we're going to do with 2 points instead of the slope. That means you have to find the slope. Okay, so we got 0, 1. The other point is 4, comma 9. Okay. So the only thing different is that now you have to find the slope. So, actually, think about that. This is 9 minus 1, and 4 minus 0. Good. So we have to line them up. Top is the difference between y. Bottom is difference between the x coordinate. So what we got here is 8 over 4 equal to 2. Now, once we find that, then we just write out the point slope form. Okay, you're right. So now you find the slope. So now you just need to write the equation. Well, remember what you did early on. How do you write the slope, uh, point slope form? You got the 2 points. You just need to pick one, and now you know the slope. Good. Well, if you use this point, then remember this y minus 9 equals to this 2 here, then x minus 4. Good. Yeah. So you need x and y so that you are talking about a line, okay? Because x and y will take different, which are points on the line. Okay. Uh, let's try. Um, so we got -2 and -3, and we got point 1 and 3. Okay. Make sure when you do the slope is the difference in y. In that case, 3 minus negative 3. And the bottom is difference in x, so 1 minus negative 2. And so therefore what you got here is 3 plus 3 and y plus 2, which give us 6 over 3. That give us 2. Okay? And so now I find the slope. So now I just need to write out the equation. Very good. So is y minus 3 equal to 2, x minus 1. Very good. Okay. Let's see. We've got, uh, yeah, we got a couple more to practice on, okay? Uh, so minus 3, 1, and 5, and 7. Okay. Yep. So that's 7 minus 1, 5 minus -3. Good job. And 6 over 8, which is 3 over 4. Now you just need to write out the equation. Perfect. Good job. Let's just do one more, okay? So we got uh 1 minus -5 and over -7 minus -2. What we have here is 1 negative, negative, positive, so is 1 plus 5, and -7 plus 2. So what we got here is 6 over -5. So our slope then in this case will be -6 over 5. Good. Okay. So you just need to write out the equation. Good job. All right. I'll see you next week. Okay. I'll send you the homework tonight. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Good job.
Thank you.